and welcome to Channel Awesome's Orbit Report, your source for everything happening around the world in pop culture and entertainment news. I'm Heather Roos.
And I'm Aiyanna Wade.
And this is your news for Monday, March 26th. First of all, we got an announcement about a Spice Girls animated superhero movie that is indeed happening, which I think makes perfect sense for their brand. With girl power and everything that goes along with that, it's gonna be crazy, but I think it completely makes sense. Something like Spice World would have worked if it was in an animated genre.
Would have worked? How dare you?
Well, you're right. It's a great movie.
How dare you?
But yeah, it totally makes sense. I think it's gonna have kind of a, like you said earlier, Josie and the Pussycats kind of vibe. Maybe like some Totally Spies, if anyone remembers that TV show. And right now, it doesn't really have a platform. They just have all of the Spice Girls signed on, ready to go, and to voice the characters, which I think is obviously pretty imperative that you get the actual Spice Girls as the voice actresses.
I mean, why else do it?
Why else would you even try to do that? So everyone's on board, and now they're just trying to shop it to some studios, and hopefully someone's gonna pick it up pretty soon. They're hoping for a bigger comic book themed studio to pick it up. They would like Marvel Studios or DC to actually pick it up, maybe even have some possible tie-ins with comic books or something like that, which would be pretty cool.
Again, Josie and the Pussycats has comic tie-ins, so I could totally see that happening. Yeah. Also, DC Superhero Girls.
Yeah.
You know, I could kind of see DC going for that. I don't know.
The crossover we might deserve.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Yes. Also this week we got some casting news. The Lego Movie 2, the sequel, so far untitled, just added to its cast Tiffany Haddish, who's an amazing comedian, and in Girls Trip, if you watch that, she's hilarious, and this sounds like the perfect casting addition to another hilarious film, which we last left off with Duplo. So I'm really interested to see how we're going to continue that storyline, if you will. So will she be, I don't know, a Duplo character, or will she be a standard Lego? We don't know yet.
No.
I can't wait to find out.
Right?
Also, the Men in Black spinoff added a few new castmates as well, which you might have seen them in Thor Ragnarok. Oh, it's just a Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. That sounds amazing.
It's gonna be great.
Also, Men in Black wear suits. Tessa Thompson in a suit. Are you kidding me?
Need it. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing.
Right. I mean, I didn't know I needed that until we mentioned it, and now, oh yes, Tessa Thompson in a Men in Black suit, a nice tailored suit.
Oh, heck
it's gonna look amazing.
So people in black.
Yes.
Not just Men in Black.
Yeah, well. It's always been aliens as well.
Aliens as well, exactly. There are also rumors that they're going to add another to the cast.
Yes, rumors.
So since there's pairs though, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be someone added to the pair unless they've changed things, which is possible, or it'll be a more ensemble-driven cast.
Yeah, and that's what we've reported on in the past with this movie, is that they are really trying to focus on a more ensemble cast, which would make sense for Men in Black. It's a whole organization.
That's right.
Why not focus on the organization
right.
of the Men in Black?
Well, they better get to casting soon because that movie is set to release on June 14th of 2019.
Yeah, so next summer.
Yay!
Not this summer. This week we got a couple of trailers as well for some TV shows and movies. First of all, I don't know about you guys, but I was a big fan of the anime Furikuri. And Adult Swim is bringing it back for a second and third season, which of course is going to be bonkers. And we got the trailer for it, and it was bonkers. It seemed just as crazy and surrealist as the original series was. As anyone who's ever seen a Gainax show would know, you know, it's going to be just crazy. And it was a little confusing as well, because with this trailer, they had both seasons combined into one trailer. And it wasn't like separated out, like here's the first season, or the second season, and here's the third season. It was just here it all is, mushed together. Although, I was extremely happy to hear that there was some new material from the pillows involved in this. And of course, if you've seen the original series, you know what I'm talking about. I love the pillows. I have that soundtrack. I played it a million times. I saw them in concert. It was great. So to hear some new stuff from them to go along with this TV series was just, that added little extra something that has got me very excited about this. And again, it's going to be 2 new seasons. So the first new season, Progressive, is coming out in June, and then the second new season, Alternative, is coming out in September. And that's going to be on Adult Swim, so Cartoon Network.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is. It is. Pretty goody.
Yay! We also got another trailer for Deadpool 2. That's right, we got to see some cable action, some trusty cab driver, and also some Colossus butt grabs. Oh yes, full of alliteration. And a little outlook into the X-Force.
Yes. It's a little derivative, isn't it?
It is.
I loved that line. I don't know why it hit me so hard, but I laughed for way longer than I should have with that line in the trailer there.
That's how long you should have laughed.
Yeah. And Negasonic looks amazing.
Yes.
Her new hairdo.
Lip color.
And oh my gosh. So good.
I'm very excited for this film. The costumes, the jokes, just the action, everything looks incredible, and it seems like they're very aware of the fact that it's a sequel with their little line at the end, like, just stop at 2, you killed it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that they're taking that in and knowing that they have to live up to the first one.
Yeah.
And man, if anyone can do it, I think it's Deadpool. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see that very soon because
Yes.
it comes out May 18th.
That's hard to believe. It's coming up so fast.
I know.
Also this week, we got a trailer for a Mr. Rogers documentary that's coming out titled Won't You Be My Neighbor? And we watched it, and there was just so many feels involved.
Right.
It seems like it is going to be just a heart-wrenching, wonderful documentary and a look into the career, life, and impact of Mr. Rogers. And it seems to have a focus on some of the more radical things that he did, especially considering the time period when he was doing some of these things. And so it's definitely focusing on the impact that he has had on generations
Absolutely.
of people, and definitely playing off of that. I don't want to call it nostalgia because it's not really nostalgia. Like, we all feel like we have a personal relationship with
Absolutely,
Mr. Rogers
yeah.
because he wanted us all to know that we are loved and deserve
I
him.
miss him so
I'm gonna make Aiyanna cry again. We can't even talk about this
I love him so.
without feeling a little.
He's the positive force I need right now.
Yeah.
So this is great timing.
Yeah, and to even kind of gut punch us more emotionally, they dropped this trailer on what would have been Fred Rogers' 90th birthday. So that was another part of this whole marketing that is really working with understanding even the material that it's working with.
Yeah.
And if you didn't watch it a couple of weeks ago, PBS also had a documentary, Mr. Rogers, It's You I Like, and if you haven't checked that out, you should. It was another just really wonderful documentary on the life of Mr. Rogers, included some really special guests, some celebrities that they were able to talk to, and they also focused on some of the issues that he was facing through filming. I'm sure you can catch that again on PBS, but if you can't, just buy it.
Yeah.
And support the public broadcasting system because Mr. Rogers would have wanted you to do that.
Absolutely.
But for the movie that we got the trailer for, that's coming out on June 8th. So June 8th is Won't You Be My Neighbor, and then go and support PBS and buy It's You I Like.
That's right. Also, wanted to give you some news because perhaps we have some movie enthusiasts in our midst. I don't know, are you someone who likes to go to the cinemas? Perhaps?
Maybe.
Well, yours truly is in an animated feature called Multiplex 10. I play Becky, who is an employee of this Multiplex Cinemas, and it's really funny, has a lot of film references in it, so if you're a film buff or just enjoy animated features, you should check it out. It's not too long of your time, and you can get it on Vimeo on demand, and there's also a couple of webisodes that we've already made, and there's more on the way, which Becky hasn't appeared in quite yet, but you should still go watch them and support us, which would be super, super cool. It's also based on a comic series that already existed, so you can check that out as well. Otherwise, you can let us know anything else that we missed this week in the comments or on social media. Heather, where is that for you?
You can find me on Twitter at Heather Roos, Instagram at HRoos, or twitch.tv/Heather Roos.
And you can find me on Facebook as Aiyanna Wade, or everywhere else as Awesome Aiyanna. And in the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow on Top 5, or right back here next week, same time, same place. Can you beam us up?